Oh, so you give her like 5 or 10 seconds before you actually head out? Yeah, okay.
I'll be right behind.
Do you wait with him?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys slip out of the kitchen.
I could probably hold her back. I'm bigger. I'm like twice her size.
You don't apparently need to. You just put her arm on, as she was heading for the door, you just put your hand on her arm, and she's like, how did you react to that? Is it a big sigh, or is it
I was basically like in trance, like falling because of Melba, and then I was like, oh.
Okay.
You just keep walking forward, my arm hands on your shoulder.
No. Okay, so you guys go out, and you can sneak, there's a lot of places you can kind of sneak up and eavesdrop and kind of watch what's going on without being noticed by the adults. So you see Wally enters. He's warmly greeted by the family. He introduces the woman as Gretchen Whedon, his wife.
Oh. Not anymore.
Gretchen greets the family, wishing them a Merry Christmas. She has a very thick Austrian accent. So she talks like this, kind of like, you know. You were right, yeah, you were down. The room has gone really quiet, you know what I mean? Like an uncomfortable quiet. Wally's parents and the Whedons... That's actually George's folks. No, not Wally's parents. That's actually George's grandpa. Grandma and grandpa. Because George's dad is Wally's brother. Wally's parents say you never mentioned anything about getting married. And then they kind of give Gretchen kind of a lukewarm reception. And Wally gets pissed. He gets angry. And he starts an argument with his parents about the fact that it's his life and he loves her and blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, Melba has slipped over to Gretchen and she hugs her and you see her congratulate Gretchen. And then she congratulates Uncle Wally and she asks if it's okay to take Gretchen into the kitchen to meet the cousins. And Uncle Wally, he's like, yes, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Melba. And then she hustles him.
Yeah, we run back.
You hear a very loud argument starting as you guys rush back to the kitchen. And you get there just before Melba gets there with Gretchen. And then she gives you both a wink and she says, don't think I didn't see you, little eavesdroppers. And
just gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about.
You can. And then she introduces you to Gretchen Whedon, Uncle Wally's new wife. She's very beautiful. Talks with a very thick accent. You sometimes have trouble understanding her.
Is her hair as blonde as mine?
Yeah. It's as blonde as the picture. Do they look comparable?
She might be slightly blonde.
I think you're blonder, but not by much.
She can't out-blonde you.
She seems very friendly. She greets each one of you. You know, she gives you a warm handshake and a hug, and then she says, "Oh, could you go out to the car? There's a basket in the back. Could you get the basket?"
Oh yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give her a cookie.
Okay, she takes it. She seems to enjoy it very much. Her and Melba talk. You go out to the car. There's a big basket in the back. It is large and heavy. What is your strength?
14.
Yeah, you got this. You're like, oh, she chose the right guy.
I look like the biggest and the strongest.
You probably are the strongest in this group. George has a 13. Because he's an athlete. All the rest of them are single digits.
I chop wood for the family, that's my thing.
So you go out, you bring it back in. It's covered in festive Christmas patterned cloth and filled with small wrapped gifts, you notice, if you want to peek. Did you want to peek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I not?
Once you bring the basket back in, Gretchen takes off the cloth, and she hands out gifts to each of you and tells you to open them. And the other children just rip them open. I mean, I don't know how to how you guys
do. They have names on them? Or
yes, they do. They actually have name tags with your names on them.
Oh.
Wally obviously has told her about you children.
Well, but mine.
Yeah, but mine.
They have beautiful hats, scarves, and gloves.
Shovel.
No, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Hats, it's like pull hats, all knitted and that kind of stuff, scarves and gloves. It's got little scenes, Christmas scenes on all of them. It's very cute stuff. And she hopes that you all enjoy them very much.
It's a little too small because you don't know what's happening.
No, they're not. They're just right. And besides, it's like knitted, so it can be a little bigger. Then she helps you make more cookies. She chats with you. Tries to start to get to know you a little bit better. Conversation drifts to what Christmas Eve is like in Austria. And she says, on Christmas Eve, when I was little, my father would tuck my brother and I in. He'd sit with us until we were asleep, telling us stories about babies Jesus, Santa Claus, and the Krampus. We'd get so scared when he told us about the last, but it was a fun kind of scare. You don't have Krampus in America, do you? You're lucky then. The Krampus are monsters that travel with Santa Claus on Christmas night. They are tall and furry with hideous faces and long curved horns. They always carry a large sack too, and when Santa comes to a house with naughty children, he doesn't leave them any gifts. If they have been very bad that year, the Krampus take them. They shove the child into a sack and haul them away where they're never seen again. It's said that the Krampus have a mighty Christmas Day feast with all the children they've collected the night before.
Well, America must not have any naughty children.
Maybe they do not have naughty children here. Maybe you are all very good. That's the story she tells you about the Krampus. You guys have probably never heard about it before. It's not an American kind of myth.
Yeah.
And she doesn't sugarcoat it like they do nowadays. She tells you, they eat the kids.
Full on
the next morning, yes, the next morning they have a big feast and they eat the kids. The very, very bad.
The end.
Yes, the end. Learn a lesson from this. Be good or die. The voices out in the other room eventually go away.
Maybe
the loud
that's why
voices.
people in Germany are mean.
If Gretchen heard that, she pretends not to.
Well, she's Austrian. What do you care?
Yeah.
Wally comes in. He greets all of you with hugs and handshakes for the young men who are too old for hugs, some of them now. Are you too old for a hug? It's up to you.
Who was there?
Are you?
Yeah.
You were born too old for a hug.
I was born too
How
old.
what?
It was Germany and...
Austria was on Germany's side, yes.
Oh, okay.
Austria, Germany, God, I can't remember off the top of my head who all of the
Battens.
yeah, but mainly Austria and Germany. Because it was us, Britain, France, Russia for a while till the revolution. So, yeah, it was an ugly little war.
Mm-hmm.
They fought all over the world, actually, too. I found that out recently. I didn't realize World War I was all over. I thought it was primarily in Europe. I mean, it was primarily in Europe, but I thought it was solely in Europe. But it wasn't, apparently. There was combat in other places, too.
Africa.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that about World War II. We fought everywhere. Anyway, sorry.
History does.
Yeah, history, though. He thanks Melba. Wally thanks Melba for rescuing Gretchen from, as he says, the angry mob. And then he escorts her back out to mingle with the family, hopefully on better terms. In a short time, coffee, tea, and hot cocoa is served, and a tray of freshly baked cookies are set out. At 10:30, oh boy, we set out for the Congregational Church of Kingsport for midnight mass. Yay!
Yeah.
What's your character?
In our dressed up clothes?
Yes, of course. With jackets over them. What do you think of mass? What does your character think of church?
Oh, but do we have the new knitted stuff?
Yes, you got that, definitely. Oh yeah, you got the scarves and hats, and you're wearing your gloves. They're very warm and toasty. Actually, your parents tell you to wear the gifts that she brought for you. So you're instructed to do that. Because she made them for you, and you find that out too. That Aunt Gretchen made these for you. New Aunt Gretchen. Yeah. Some of them are happier or sadder about her. What? Go ahead.
I'm trying to think. There's not really anything.
Yeah, there's not much. You just have to make it up yourself. Your character could love church. He could find it boring.
I mean, I could.
You're tired as hell.
I
I like seeing the angels.
You like seeing the angels?
I'd say we probably don't go much. We're
Probably not.
We did part of what you call the Holly and Lily Club. We go for Easter and we go for Christmas and
yeah, that makes sense. Well, it's a long drive to go to church, and
it's
your
inside.
parents are busy.
It's not outside. I'd rather be outside.
Yeah, that's true too. So church is kind of a blah for you, and you like how pretty everything looks.
Yeah.
It's a long mass. You guys are tired. You've been going all day. Even with the sugar trying to keep you going, it's just like you're worn out.
Sugar's not enough.
You're seated with your parents. You're not allowed to speak to each other because all the children are separated. They're sitting with their parents. You can each make a spot hidden if you want. I'll do these for all the kids here.
I'm so tired.
You are.
I'm looking at the angels.
You didn't make yours? Edward made his, of course. Edward hasn't missed a roll yet.
Look, Mr. Butler. I know, I should have played Edward again.
So did Donald. Let's see.
The artist, the artist and the bookworm, the two most
They're the ones who notice.
I like playing up the precious. It's really nice.
Power of 16. Let's see. What's his power?
It's very refreshing.
Power of 11. 11 versus 16.
Because I can just say whatever I want.
What? As your kid?
Yeah. I'm playing up the precocious.
So,
like, says whatever and.
Yeah, that's what the whole fun thing about playing kids is picking a personality and just going with it. Alright, so Edward starts laughing at one point, and he gets reprimanded by his parents. And Donald, what's his power? Jeez, 15. 15 versus 16. Yeah, he's the only one. So at one point during Edward just busts out laughing. And then his parents are like, shh, what's wrong with you? People around are glaring at him, and you're like, well, I'm not that kid. I'm just falling asleep. You're about to pass out. Okay, we'll do my popcorn here.
Try not to drop my little candle. I said they did like the candle thing.
Probably the candles. There's a lot of singing.
Try not to drop mine as I'm dozing off.
So, after Mass, you return home. You just walk to the church. It's not terribly fun. You return home, and you go to bed. It's around 12:45 a.m. I don't know if either one of you wanted to ask Edward what he was laughing at during the Mass or not. It's up to you. No, we're making faces at me during Mass.
Shoot, I wish I'd seen it.
I know, it was great. It was so funny. And then I got in trouble, and when I looked over it again, she just like mocking me. But it was funny, I guess. God, it kept me awake. I was about to fall asleep. Okay. That's a conversation you have with Edward on the way home from the... You can overhear that if you want. That's up to you, Ashton. Because the kids are kind of like grouped up.
Is the snow falling?
No, it's not snowing, but there's plenty of snow on the ground. And it's very cold. Melba comes into everybody's room to help tuck you in, and she whispers to each of you, get right to sleep. I'll come get you so we can go to the party. I'll wake you up. Go to sleep for now. And you guys are very tired. Are you going to try to stay awake, or are you just going to sleep?
Yeah, I'll rest for now.
Okay, boom, you're going to sleep.
Didn't Cousin Melba say something about a party, though?
Yes, but she said go to sleep for now, and I'll come wake you up on Sunday.
Oh.
I'm really tired. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay, you guys cry. You're woken up, you felt like you wanted to sleep for like a minute. By the door opening, Melba's there. And she says, come downstairs, quiet. She takes you downstairs. Your regular clothes, right now you're just in pajamas. Your regular clothes are all laid out, as well as coats, jackets, the hats and the scarves and everything that Aunt Gretchen gave you are all there. Melba bids you to hurry up and get dressed. We're going to go. We're going to the party. You change, right? Okay. You change, you put on your coats and your jackets and your scarves and all your stuff. And she leads you out into the dark Kingsport night. Seems like the entire town is asleep as you walk to the docks. So you cross town from the west side all the way across down to some of these docks over here. And within moments of reaching the docks, you notice a white ship with masts, rows of oars sailing smoothly towards them. You can each make a spot hidden.
Do I recognize it?
No.
It's from my dream home.
Did you make the spot hidden?
No.
No, you did. Melba sighs, and she says, there's our ride. Everybody stay close, As it arrives, you see a tall robed man with a beard on deck. There he is. He waves them towards the ship, and then a bridge of moonbeams actually extends from the deck to the dock. Melba says, come on, let's go, we're going.
Have I seen something like that before?
Is it on there that you've seen something like that before?
I mean...
Otherwise, no.
But I go to a dream world stuff. Does it seem like it'd be from my dream of though?
You have no idea. You've never seen anything like this.
It just looks pretty.
It is pretty. It's a freaking. It is a freaking. It is a bridge of moonbeams. Do you guys go?
Yeah.
Okay. All the cousins go with her. She gets on board the boat, on board the ship. She introduces the man as the captain, and he bows to her very, very cordially and says, "White maiden, what course shall I set?" She replies, "Towards Celepace. My ship will meet us outside the harbor to take us to Serenian." We don't have to do that because she's taking you guys on board. And the ship turns and it sails out of the port. Melba suddenly changes. Like her clothing melts off her and changes into this light clothing. And this large hat. She has a staff in her hand. And she says, "Okay, listen up, because I only want to go over this once. You are asleep. All of you. And me too. This is a dream, all of it, a dream. But that doesn't mean it isn't real. This place, this ship, the whole world is real. I found this place when I was about your age. I've been coming here ever since. I figured you're old enough to see this place for yourself. Call it a gift. The greatest gift I can give you. Here, anything is possible. This is the Dreamlands. I had a lot of adventures here. I've made great friends and I've built a name for myself. Here in the Dreamlands, I'm known as the White Maiden, a rich noblewoman of a country called Serenian. I have a castle there called Nitzivador, where I'm holding my annual solstice ball. And this year you are my guests. You'll like Serenian. The whole country is floating on a cloud. Now, there's some rules. You can get hurt here. You can even die here. So don't think you can do whatever you want without consequences. If you die here, you'll suffer a horrible nightmare and wake up. Unfortunately, you'll never be able to return to the Dreamlands or ever dream again. Things tend to be from about 500 years ago. So, you won't find any cars or flashlights or telephones, no radio, and forget about guns. Think camels and carts, sailing ships and oil lamps, bows and swords. If you make something that doesn't belong here, it'll change into something that does. I'll get to making things in a minute. You'll meet lots of people here. Most of them were born here and know little or anything about what they call the waking world. You'll be able to tell the natives. They tend to be shorter. There are lots of people like us, visitors, adventurers, and tourists who are all asleep somewhere in the waking world. You met a few fellow dreamers earlier today, and you'll meet them again soon. Now, lastly, and most important, you can change things. It's not easy, and it can be difficult depending on what you want to do, but it is possible. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to do it. It can be something simple like changing a peach into a pear. It can also be something harder like making a reindeer appear out of nothing. It's easier to change something than to make something, and living things are harder than objects. So let's get started. Hand me that rope. Hand me that rope.
Do I have a rope?
There's a piece of rope right there next to you. That's what
I was like, I don't have a rope.
Ta-da!
Yeah. I actually make a rope.
So, here's the thing. It hurts! Okay, so she spends the first day that you're on the voyage teaching you how to create and change things in the Dreamlands. So, and some of those empty slots, put dreaming. You're getting a new skill.
Woo!
Indeed. The dreaming skill is going to be equal to your power. I'm going to put it on these guys. Not that they'll be able to use it very well. Actually, I'm not going to put it on these guys yet. I might do it later. Alright, so she teaches you how to use it.
This is much better than my dreams.
She takes the rope and she cuts 5-foot pieces, and she gives it to each one of you. And then she changes her rope into first a stick, and then into a spear. And she hands it to one of the sailors who's walking by and says, "Merry Christmas." And he looks confused. He goes, "What?" And she smiles and says, "My gift to you." Whereupon he kisses her hand graciously, thanking her, and bows, and then he walks away to do his duties again. And then she turns to you and says, "Now, you try. First, try to make the rope into a stick. You have to focus. Believe you can do it. Let go of all logic and science. Those things aren't real here." And then, so she's trying to teach you how to use your dreaming stuff. So you can make, this costs magic points, which you get back over the course of the day. It would cost you 2 magic points to make a stick, and then you have to make a roll on your dreaming skill. But you can try as many times as you want as long as you have magic points, because you spend the magic points whether it changes or not, because you're still trying to change things. Oh, more popcorn. So you can each make a check, or have as many as you want. When you're out of magic points, then you have to wait because it takes 24 hours to get them all back. If you get a frat, whatever. How many magic points do you have, Ashton?
15.
Jeez, your power's high. How many do you have?
12.
12. So 15 over a 24-hour period is roughly a little more than 2 per, 1 every couple hours. You're going to get back, something like that. A little faster than that. So you guys will have some time to play with this. There we go. So make your rolls. Tell me if you make the roll.
Nope.
Okay. You want to try more than once? You can.
I'll try it.
See how these kids do it.
Yeah, that doesn't know.
Takes Alice a while to get it as well.
I'll try it about 3 more times.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, none of the other kids are having a lot of luck either. It's taking them a lot of tries as well.
No.
That's okay.
Alright, so.
She's like, that's okay. She gives you a big hug from this beautiful, beautiful white maiden. Does your character blush?
I guess.
It's up to you. Is he shy? Do girls hugging him make him blush?
I mean, she's like my cousin. I guess it's kind of like my mom like that.
No, it's not. Your mom is not gorgeous. Your mom is not beautiful and...
Yeah, I'll kind of blush a little bit.
Okay. Ashton's going to keep going until she's out of magic points.
One of my girls got him out.
If you have 0, you pass out. So make sure you keep enough not to do that.
That one.
I'm going to like... He's going to try it a few times and then he's going to start feeling a little lightheaded and he's going to quit.
Nobody's actually doing very well. She's like, that's okay, we'll keep practicing.
Gertie's really like, I'm gonna get this.
She's like a shovel.
You actually spend several days on this boat. You're given meals and these for the large cabin. Melba explains that time here in the waking world are different. She says we could be here for a year, return back to our world and wake up to find it's only the next morning. So don't worry, they're not going to miss us. You want to keep making rolls?
Yes.
The next day? Go for it. You keep trying. We'll throw this out at you. Yeah, see if you can get it.
So wait, our magic just
dreaming doesn't go up by checks, but it goes up depending on the time spent in the dream world. Okay?
It's not about the checks. It's just that she's a dreamer herself, and she wants to do this.
Yeah. See, in 24 hours, you get back.
It's probably not the same thing, but she thinks it's the same thing.
Right, you have 12?
Yeah, 12.
You get 1 magic point back every 2 hours, just straight up.
Okay, so
you're getting slightly more than 1 per 2 hours because the 15 is higher.
So it's been how many hours?
It's the next day. You'll be full up again.
Oh, full up again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try a few more. I want my axe.
Well, she's trying to just get you to make a stick first. Sticks are easier. An axe would. How much damage does your axe do?
A lot.
How much? Just base. The D8.
A D8 plus 2 plus my damage bonus. It's D4.
Okay. So, rules-wise, your character doesn't know this, but rules-wise, to create your axe would cost you 8 magic points. Because it takes as many magic points as it does maximum damage.
You try to do it one time, and then you're like tired, and you're like...
I'll try tomorrow. Right now, she's just trying to get you to make a stick. Okay, she's just trying to get you to do the stick. I'm going to give each of these cousins 1 roll, just to see if they pick it up.
I'm going to try 4 times again.
Okay.
2, 3.
Yeah, only one of them rolled even close. So your cousins are having trouble getting it, but they eventually they're gonna. You'll all get, start getting the feel for how it works.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go 1 more because I feel like I have enough.
Go as many as you want, as long as you still have the magic points.
It got even closer.
I'm sorry.
I rolled a 16 and then I rolled a 15.
Yes.
You finally made it. Gerdi made it. Did she have any magic points left?
Yes.
All right. What we're gonna do is say Gerdi's the first one who actually gets something to change. The rest of the cousins are like,
super ecstatic.
No fair, that kind of thing. Then they start trying much harder, so. And, Melba's very proud of you. She gives you a big hug. She's like, that's how it worked.
It's because I'm touched, isn't it?
Yes, touched in the head.
Now. Anyway.
I'm a little salty. She got it before I did.
Everybody is. No fair.
Or whatever salty is.
So a stick costs you 2 magic points to create. So now your rope is just a stick. It's just a nice piece of almost like a wand or something. The size of something determines how many magic points it costs. Whether it does damage, whether it's alive or not. And Melba tries to explain all this stuff in the simplest terms as she can. There's some strawberry pop in there. Drink it. No, drink whatever you want. It's not very good, I didn't think. Those pink ones? I didn't care for it, but...
There's grape or strawberry or...
Yeah, we still have some Raging Grape.
Huh?
I love that.
There's a Yingling, too. Oh, there's some cider in the bottom, too. I think. It's somebody's that's been in there forever, so whoever wants it can have it at this point in the game. Make it a mess, Ashton.
Yeah.
Make it that minute.
Hmm?
Make it that minute.
No, how so?
Mm.
Alright, so after 3 days, you're approaching land, you see a beautiful city. Looks like it's Arabic in design. It's a walled. Melba explains to you that's Cellophane. It's nice, but we aren't going there this trip, so maybe next time. You know what a dreamer, do you know that a dreamer like us built it? Yep. Once there was nothing there until King Pyrenees created it, dream by dream over many years. Nice spell that one. Maybe I'll introduce you someday. And then soon a white vessel comes out. Looks like a Viking longship, but it's built to look like a swan. And it pulls alongside the white ship.
And did we get magic back?
Yeah, you get all your magic back. You would have plenty of time. Moonbeam Bridge connects them.
Like a trophy.
The Moonbeam Bridge connects them. And then Melba transfers to the swan ship with all of you. On the ship there are a dozen sailors dressed all in white uniform tunics who greet her as the White Maiden. And there's a few cats. Melba speaks to them in like this mewing kind of language, it almost sounds like. Everybody's very polite to you. And on board there are changes of clothes. You have dresses and long tunics. For each of you, very fancy, festive clothing. They seem like something out of a King Arthur story. And then the ships separate. Melba says it'll be about a week until we are able to launch, is what she says, to Seranian. So keep practicing, that kind of thing. All right. So the way it works is every time you enter a dream and stay a week, your dream skill has a chance to go up. Let me double check that. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. So, and that's automatic whether you use it or not. Here we go.
We're going to be there a week.
Your investor gets one experience check on the skill each time. Yeah. It's going to take 8 days. It takes you actually 8 days to get to the place, to the edge of the world where you're heading. So everybody, you can each make a check against your dream skill.
Mm.
So you want to fail this roll.
You want to fail it? Oh. Okay, yeah.
And that'll add 1d10 points to your dreaming skill.
Oh yeah.
Dreaming works different than other skills. Even if it gets to 100%, rolling a 99 or 100, rolling 99 or 100 will increase it again. So I'm gonna see if these other kids, increase theirs. She did.
And I assume each day I can just keep trying.
Yeah, you keep trying to do stuff. Well, no. It's after you've been there a week.
Oh.
What do you mean keep trying?
No, keep trying.
Yeah. Keep trying as long as you want.
Like, we're here for a week, so 7 days, do 5 days.
Well, it's actually an 8-day
I
trip.
want to make a shovel.
Yeah, you can do. You want to make a shovel? A shovel will cost 4 magic points or so.
Okay.
You want just a little shovel, right?
Yeah, well, it's because digging hurts
You
my
want a
hands.
tiny shovel? Almost like a...
I made it.
Yeah, you finally made one. Let me check each of the cousins, just to see if any of them beat you. 90, 80, 25. Nope, you were the next one to get it.
I want
How
like
big
a
a shovel?
child-sized one.
Okay, so we'll say 3 magic points. You can do 3 magic points of damage. You can do 1 to 3 points of damage to whack somebody with it. So, yeah, that'll cost you 3 magic points. Power's 11. Let's see if, yep, his went up. Good God. Edward's went up to 20%. To freaking George, the athlete. George went up to 14%. What do you guys got in those?
Yes! I got a shovel!
You got a little shovel?
I got a
Nice.
shovel.
I have 20.
Oh shit.
I'm glad because I was actually very tempted to go to the unconscious. Just
Wow. Okay.
She really wants a shell.
Donald really seems to get in the hang of it. His breeding skill's at 24%.
Yeah.
He's from Kingsport, though, remember? He's the artist.
Okay, so one day I got the stick. I guess the next time I try for the axe, you said it's 8 points?
How many points have you got total? You can try probably once a day.
I can do once a day.
Well, no, you can do twice a day. If you do it in the morning, wait till like in late afternoon and do it again. Because you'll get those, remember you get a point back every 2 hours.
I'll try it in the morning. I really want my axe.
Yeah.
I made it.
First try.
First try.
Holy crap.
I got my axe.
Alright. Melba is very impressed with that.
Throw it on back.
She was impressed with your shovel too, though. She thought that was amazing. She likes the shovel more than the axe. Although she does point out that she did.
Well, it's a wood axe. It's not like
she does have a staff. I think you think more that she doesn't like the idea of weapons necessarily, but she's fine with you
I
having
can
it.
explain to her it's a wood axe.
That's a very powerful weapon. You're well done. Let's see. Blah 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 blah.
It's a double-sided battle axe. It weighs more than I do.
Don't think so. Resistance. Resistance creation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got an axe. Feels just like your axe. Feels nice. Feels good in your hands.
I miss old Betsy.
You call your axe Betsy?
Axe name is Betsy. I go everywhere with it.
Well, now she's here. So,
Betsy.
8 days later, you sail towards the horizon. When you reach a place where the sea seems to meet the sky, Melba orders all of you to hold onto something, and then wings spread out from the side of the ship, and it actually lifts up off the water into the air, levels out above the clouds, flying towards an enormous cloud island upon which a wonderful city is built. It's mainly of marble, appears Grecian in design. The high walls equipped with many cannons surround the city, and the bay appears to be a layer of fluffy clouds with many ships sailing across. A lighthouse helps guide the ships to port here. You see there's another lighthouse on the bottom. So there's a lighthouse on the top and a lighthouse on the bottom of this island. It's a big island too, probably miles across. And your ship kind of goes into this fluffy cloud bay, and then you go ashore, and you're met by a wagon that appears to be drawn by a white hippopotamus. Inside there's an older cat, and he meows at Melba, and she seems to speak to him. And then you're driven to a large castle of white marble. The castle has festively uniformed guards, and the sound of Christmas music plays from within. Oh.